Okay, so hi, we're back, dude. Chapter 29 out already, and I'm in a different spot this time. Don't even ask. I don't even know. This is the best I got right now. So anyways, dude, 29? I remember when JoJoLands was on like chapter 16. How are we on chapter 29 already? Time is flying, dude. I actually feel like each chapter comes out quicker and quicker each month. Also, my chair is squeaking and it's freaking driving me crazy. Anyways, let's get into like the brief summary of what happened this chapter. This chapter actually gave us some information I thought was pretty crazy. So anyways, this starts off immediately back with Charming Man being attacked by Key West's stand, which is in between the gaps of the ID cards, and it's like seemingly crushing him with a bunch of force. Don't know how exactly that's happening, but again, it's JoJo Stan. They can just do stuff like that. So he's being attacked, and with all this commotion going on, because Charming Man is screaming, it's like crushing him. The ID cards are crushing him. FBI guards that are still on the ship, they hear the nonsense and they're like, man, those daggone bank employees, what's you people again? What's the commotion this time? Oh my goodness. All right, what's going on up here? I don't know. This has to be the worst group of like government officials I've ever seen, because if this was a real life situation happening, JoJo and the gang would be literally escorted by FBI off the ship. Not just, all right guys, just get off the ship, I guess. Do whatever, I don't care. But anyways, so they overhear what's going on. They come over to check and see what all the commotion is about, because they're like, the bank employees, you're supposed to be gone off the ship. We told you to get off the ship like 2 minutes ago. What's going on? So they come up, and Charming Man is seemingly reverting back to, like, he's losing his disguise or whatever. And he says, Dragana, rip these things off me! Get these beta fucking shits off me! Get these beta shits off me! So then Dragana has to rip Charming Man's flesh off with smooth operators to even get the ID cards out. So that's what she does. And while doing so, the FBI comes up behind Charming Man and touches him on the shoulder. And in that motion, JoJo realizes he sees that Key West's stand transfers, the stand goes from Charming Man with the lava rock up into this dude's like sleeve of his arm, his clothes. So JoJo sees that and then tells Dragana, which then cuts to Key West, who is still texting La Shabong, however you say it. I can't remember how it's pronounced. And they're kind of just talking about like what they're going to do with the money after they take all of Howler's money. They basically backstab him, and they just... La Shabong is sending Key West like a picture of this like mansion that's like $25 million. And she's like, do you like this one? And blah, 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 blah. Anyways, you get the point. So during this conversation, Key West reveals that her stand is named West End Girl, which I had no idea what a reference that was, so I had to look it up, and it's a song by Pet Shop. I never really listened to Pet Shop or anything like that, so I'm surprised we're still referencing stands that were like, or like things that were referenced all the way back in part 3. Like, I don't know. Anyways, so it's a song by Pet Shop. It's pretty interesting. I think this was the first time I've even heard of that song. But I guess it kind of goes with like Key West's theme with the West, I guess. I don't know. But she says, no one will be able to chase after us, because if anyone tries to pursue my West End girl, they will end up dead. So she's telling this to La Shabong, and it cuts over to La Shabong and then Lulu-chan, which La Shabong is still interrogating Lulu-chan, and La Shabong reveals that because she is a cop, she has let the authorities know there has been something has gone awry with her. So seemingly she's called the cops, and the cops are on the way to basically save La Shabong from the situation she's in. But then she continues to interrogate Lulu-chan even further, and she asks Lulu-chan, how come out of everybody, including Agent Bobby Jean, Key West, Ningbo, and then herself, La Shabong, why has Howler never once mentioned the existence of this lava rock? But he has with Lulu-chan, an elementary school grade girl. So that's kind of weird. What's going on with that? That makes no sense. Lulu-chan then reveals that he must have revealed it to her seemingly because it must be because Lulu-chan is his daughter. Which was like, bruh. I'm going to be honest. I feel like that may have been obvious, I guess. Maybe? I don't know. I some reason never once even thought of that as a possibility. So I had like a Quagmire hits the jaw like situation when she said that, which I don't know what possibilities could happen in the future, because of this information, but I think it's pretty interesting to say the least. So while revealing this information to Lasha Blanc gets too close to Lulu-chan, and I completely forgot she was even a stand user, but Lulu-chan attacks Lasha Blanc with Bags Grooves, and yeah, Lasha Blanc is definitely not doing too hot. Like, I think she's definitely dying from this, for sure. Could be wrong though, I don't know. Lasha Blanc is not doing too hot though. So this then cuts back to JoJo and the gang, which are surrounding this FBI guy, while Dragana's smooth operators is chasing down West End Girl in this guy's clothes, seemingly, like up his arm and stuff, while it's literally chasing the lava rock. And West End Girl comes up from out of this guy's clothes. It gets in between the gap between this dude's head and his hat. And then out of nowhere, for whatever reason, completely just crushes this dude's skull in, dude. This just obviously just shocked everybody. He falls on the floor just fucking dead. And the other FBI dudes are like, holy freaking on your knees, blah, blah, blah. And like without actually like doing anything, I don't know. But then when the guy falls over, West End Girl in the lava rock transfers from him to the other FBI guy, which then just starts killing him too. And when this happens, Dragana has this realization that whoever the enemy stand user is knows everything. They know all about the lava rock's ability. They must have some sort of information source. They know about the $5 billion, Howler's fortune, the whole shablong, I guess. The whole shebang. The whole shablong. And she realized they do not care who has to die for them to get this rock. Charming then takes the guy that currently has Key West's stand attached to him in the lava rock and holds him over the water, seemingly just trying to like make sure that he doesn't escape. And while this happens, JoJo basically asks the questions, is things going awry south for them, JoJo and the gang? Is it because the lava rock isn't in their possession anymore and they don't have the lava rock's advantage? And while he asks this question, he looks back and he sees Key West herself coming up the stairs, approaching them. And on the last page here, there's an author's note saying that the next chapter will be on hiatus next month. Also on the last page here, it says, on the thing that shows Key West coming up the stairs, it says, and now we have a nice guy approaching. What does that mean? Is that referring to Key West? Because Key West is definitely a woman. At least I'm pretty sure she's a woman. I've been under the assumption she's been a woman this whole time. Am I crazy? This has to be like some sort of just error or something. I don't know. Anyways, and just like that, another chapter has come and gone. This chapter, you know, another action-packed chapter. I'm still understanding how Key West or West End Girls, the stand, how it works. It seemingly just can just hide them in between the gaps between things, and it can just like put a bunch of pressure on like one object. So next chapter is going to be pretty interesting now that Key West is about to just face JoJo head on. What's going to happen there? I don't know. I actually don't want Key West to die. Out of all of the goons that have like been working for a Howler, she's definitely the one that has my favorite design and she looks the coolest. I don't know. Key West, I think, is probably one of the best looking female characters. Well, supposed to be female. I don't know about this, and we have a nice guy approaching. Dude, I think she is the most like beautiful and most like I don't know. She's the best female that I think Araki has drawn. I don't know. So I don't really want her to die, but she probably will. Again, we're left with a cliffhanger where I'm sitting here thinking to myself, how on earth are they gonna get out of this? Every chapter, I literally think to myself, how on God's green earth are these characters going to get out of this situation? It seems almost impossible. They're screwed. They're screwed. Like, remember when they first met Charming for the first time and he slit Dragana's like throat open? And I was like, bro, she is dead, dude. Cooked. Straight cooked. And all she did was take smooth operators and take the cut and move it onto a bottle. So it's crazy. So the biggest thing for this chapter, obviously, is the reveal that Lulu-chan is Howler's daughter. Again, I was not expecting that at all. I don't know why. I feel like I should have. But I'm interested in seeing how that's going to, like, what that's going to be like in the future. So Lulu-chan is obviously going to play another part or role in the future eventually, which is interesting. She says that her mom just, like, abandoned her. So I'm assuming Howler was sleeping with just random women, because it seems like that's what he does, is just hang out with women because he's so rich. So he just sleeps with random girls because he's some rich guy, and then I guess got one pregnant, and then that's how Lulu-chan is a thing. So kind of an unfortunate backstory about Lulu-chan. I wonder if Howler actually cares about her, like, at all. I guess maybe he kind of does in a way, because she's the only one where, like, he has told her, like, about the lava rock's existence. I don't know. He's probably a shitty father. Howler looks kind of like a shitty person all around, so he's probably a pretty bad dad. Dude, I feel like the story with JoJoLands and what's going on has just, like, it went from 0 to 100 so fast. They found out about the existence of the lava rock, Howler and this company, and it's just, dude, people are now dying left and right. They have a bunch of dudes after them. It's just, it went from just, like, infiltrating Rohan's house and stealing some diamonds or whatever to this full-blown, like, scandal. It's gotten crazy, dude. I'm also really interested in seeing what's going on with Paco and Usagi. Usagi just killed a man, and Paco is all sorts of messed up. He has, like, limbs missing and all. I don't even know. Like, how is he surviving that? Anyway, so that's it with this chapter. Pretty fun, interesting chapter to read because of all the action going on and the action that's going to continue in the future. In other news, I'm pretty sure, so on the 25th of September, there's going to be a Steel Ball Run trailer, dude. There's some anime expo or some nonsense happening. I don't remember exactly what it is. But there's some JoJo animation thing going on, and they're going to talk about more stuff about Steel Ball Run. And I'm very, very confident they're going to have an actual trailer for Steel Ball Run. So we are going to be probably watching that live. And obviously we're making a video and going over that kind of stuff. So very interested in seeing what anybody else thinks about this chapter. If you're actually seriously, I don't have a lot of subscribers. I don't have a lot of viewers. So it would be cool. Well, I'm not saying that in like a bad way or anything. But if you're somehow watching this right now for whatever fucking reason, go in the comments and just give me what you think about the chapter or something. Just so I can talk to somebody. So I can engage with somebody. Something. I don't know. Just anything. And if you don't have anything to say, then say, my favorite food is ice cream. I don't know. I don't know. Just anything. If you're for some reason watching this, I would love to talk to you. Anyways, thank you. I will be back for more JoJo stuff. I know there's a lot of stuff on my channel that isn't JoJo, but there's not a lot of JoJo stuff to really cover. There's JoJoLands every month, and that's about it. My channel is going to be like all sorts of random nonsense. It's hard. It's not like dedicated to just one thing, because I love so many different things, dude. It's hard. I don't know if that's the best decision to make to grow a channel. I don't know. Anyways, who cares? Thank you for watching. Bye.